pleasure to have you on, man.
Hey,
Got
man.
Coach Carlos Powell, man. Introduce yourself, Coach.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm Coach Carlos Powell, man. What's up, man? What's going on, bro?
Hey,
What's up? What's happening, man? I
man.
appreciate. I know, no. First, man, I appreciate you reaching out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And anytime, anybody is, willing to reach out and ask me a question, bro. Hey,
Yes, sir.
that's love, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
rocking with what you're doing, bro.
Hey man, so many of your kids, because my kid is one of the top kids in the state. Kobe Sims, he goes to Fox Creek. It's a lot of those kids that I know that played for you or been at one of the camps that you have coached. Kobe has been at the hoop ship camp that you have coached. And like I said, they
Yeah,
speak very highly of you. So
yeah.
like I said, me just knowing the game. You one of the top guys in the industry, man.
I
So,
appreciate it.
Coach, just starting out, growing up in Florence, how did basketball become a part of your life?
Man, a lot of people don't know I started basketball late,
Mm,
but then because all my friends, I played baseball.
okay,
I was a baseball dude. But what middle school, seventh, eighth grade, yeah, something like that. I told this story maybe about 8 months ago when basketball season started. Well, when I got cut from basketball, that was I just started playing. In seventh, eighth grade. Really. And just going there and getting cut and just getting having that drive, like that fire under me, like, dang, why I ain't make the team? You know what I'm
for sure,
saying? So,
for sure.
it lit a fire under me, man. And my ninth grade year of basketball just really just took off. You know what I'm saying? And I've been hooping ever since.
Yes, sir. Was it any guys that you looked up to that inspired you to be who you became?
As far as from like a
Like
basketball
just yes,
standpoint
sir. Yes, sir.
or coaching,
Basketball. Yeah, just basketball. We gonna talk about your playing days first.
um, basketball wise, man. Back when I was hooping, bro, we used to play on the park.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And OG named Bodine. Uh, I used to watch him from the side. You know what I'm saying? I used to just be out there like, man, he cold, bro. And he used to
Yeah.
be one of them OGs that used to just run the court talking trash while he doing it. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's getting buckets, talking trash, winning the whole day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, Calvin Miller, bro. I used to watch him, bro, and just how he operated on the court, and then one day he gave me my first run on the big court,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Young fella, just go out here and hoop." You know what I'm saying? And he gave me my first opportunity to play out there on the with the big guys. I was only like what 15, 16.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
And back then, playing on the black top, if you got on the big court, you had to be all right.
Oh,
You had to be
you had to be
you
one of
had
the ones for
for
real.
sure, for sure.
Everybody, everybody know that, man.
Yes, sir. So when did you realize you could take the game beyond just your city? When did you?
Man, when I got to college, when I got to Carolina, when I got to Carolina, man, it was eye opening because I never. Well, in high school, I ended up going to Vegas. That was my first time, like, really getting out of South Carolina. But
Mm.
that made me, you know, want to see more.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? And I got to college, man, and it was like, oh, it's a lot going on out here in the world. 'Cause
Hmm.
we've been traveling everywhere, Auburn, Texas, Tennessee. We just seeing everything, and I'm like, man, this little orange ball can do a lot.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know,
sir.
so
If it wasn't South Carolina, what where else did you have? Like where else were you thinking about going?
man, I had a teammate, uh, Major Wingate, man. God bless him. He passed away, but he was uh, he was one of the best in the country. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And everybody was recruiting him. Everybody, everybody in the country. He had Tennessee, all of the SEC, all ACE. They've been sitting in practice. You know what I mean? High
Mm.
school.
Yes, sir.
yo. So, you know what I mean? And that's when I had the opportunity to have those schools, rock with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Mhm,
really wanted him, so they
mhm.
figured, all right, if we get Carlos, we might can have a chance to get Major.
Major, yep.
Yeah. So I had Tennessee, uh, Clemson, but they fell off. But Carolina came in late. But man, I had a school out in where was it? I was really about to go for real. It was somewhere in Iowa, I want to say. Yeah, it was a JUCO in Iowa, bro. I was about to go there, bro. And then South Carolina came late.
Mhm.
Abe Odom had got the job like last minute or whatever. Not last minute, but he got the job kind of like later.
Yes, sir.
And bro, he came in and got me, and the rest is history.
So, so what did it mean to represent your home state at the University of South Carolina? Walking on campus, you like, man, I'm from South Carolina. Now I'm here. How was that?
Yeah, man. That was my quote, man. I wanted to put my city on the map. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Wanted them to know where Florence is and who. We got some hoopers coming from around here, man,
For sure.
and that's what it was, man. I just went out there and dominated, bro. I just played my best, dog. I knew I was gonna outwork you though. At the end of the day, you feel me?
For sure.
You're
For
not gonna
sure.
work harder than me. You feel me? So
For sure. And I'm gonna tell you, like what you saying that you always wanted to let people know what Florence was. You got you in 2027. You've created the number one player since he's been in eighth grade. In Josh Leonard, which I say a lot of people don't know. Well, I'm sure a lot of people know and don't know.
yeah,
You kind of formed that monster. You know what I'm saying? So you doing a really good job with that in that PD area. You really put on a lot of kids. So winning the NIT MVP, how did that moment change your confidence?
man. First and foremost, man, those my dudes back there, man. Shout out to my guys, man.
For sure.
We having a 20 reunion next week,
Okay. That's
next
what's up.
Friday. Yeah, Friday, man, May 1st through the 3rd, man. So all my guys, they coming down. We're gonna have a big reunion for Coach Odom.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, man, I lost my train of thought real quick talking about my dudes, man. But what you
Yes, sir.
said,
Now that's cool. That's cool.
yeah,
That's
man, go ahead.
cool.
Ask,
So winning that MVP, how did that
oh
change your
yeah, yeah,
confidence?
yeah, man. Winning that, bro, with them dudes, man. It was love, man. We just wanted to really have fun. That was our quote. I was like,
Hmm.
bro, let's have fun, man. This is my last ride. But I thought we should have been in the NCAA tournament that year because we
Hmm.
was rocking. We was rocking, bro. We were the number one defensive team in the country
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
top five all year. And I knew who we could play with all of those teams that made the tournament that year.
Hmm.
Uh, but that let me know I was on a whole nother level. I could play with those guys that they were constantly talking about on ESPN every night, because that NIT run was crazy, man. And I
For
was all
sure.
I was all SEC anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, bro, I could play with anybody in the country.
For sure.
You
For
know,
sure. Yes, sir. And like anybody who watch college basketball, if you able to get on the line, it don't matter what year they won the NIT MVP, that's a blessing. So, like I said, man, I appreciate you. So going into your pro journey, you played all over the world. What was the biggest adjustment going from college to overseas? Because I'm sure it was a huge one.
man. Just I think first I know everybody said this about overseas, but them calling travels more than because I was a first step guy. I was a triple threat.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? First step was crazy, man. And they were calling travels like every time I just blew by somebody. And I'm like, man, because my first one, seriously, bro, I still remember this one like yesterday. I was in Portugal, man. I was over there I was playing for, I think, Benfica, I want to say.
Hmm.
Man, I caught the ball on the wing, man. and I just opened up and ripped through and just took off. Mm.
Mm.
But the referee, everybody stopped. Because it was so easy. I was like, oh my god,
Yes, sir.
ooh, I dumped it, and they were taking the ball out. The referees were calling travel. I'm like, what? I'm
Hey,
like,
man. Yes, sir.
I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And man, and the next one, I'll take off and do. Man, they was like, "Brr." It was like, bro, you gotta develop this cross step. And I'm like, okay. And
Hmm.
I started maneuvering it and working at it, bro. And that was probably the biggest adjustment outside of, being by yourself for the most part.
Hmm.
You know?
Hmm. So out of all the places you played, so I asked a lot of the kids that's in college and stuff like that about the adversity. So what out of all the places you played, where did you experience the most adversity and how did you overcome?
The most adversity as a professional.
Yes, sir.
Um, hmm.
Or it could have been in college. Where did you experience your most adversity? Because I think most of the kids that I've asked, they're in college. And they say that it's always that first year in college that's when they dealt with the most adversity. So what was the most time that you dealt with the most adversity? How did you overcome?
That was, your freshman year is tough in college for, from being the guy to just a guy, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But probably overseas, man. I was in Argentina, maybe. Yeah, it was rough, bro. It was a rough, just from leadership. You know what I'm saying? On down, but
Hmm.
it didn't have nothing to do with basketball. It was like, the
Personal
man.
life.
Yeah, the management
Hmm.
part of basketball and all that other stuff, and just trying
Hmm.
to, just deal with money and getting it on time, and
For
that was
sure.
probably one of my only places that I had a problem with when they didn't pay me on time or tried to fine me for something or whatever.
Yes, sir. So before we get into your coaching career, what advice would you have for like kids who like in their final years of college looking to go overseas?
Um, Overseas ain't for everybody. It's hard, I know because they say a lot of the kids, not I ain't gonna call them kids because they're professionals now too.
Hmm.
They're playing overseas or now as well, but they said I made it look easy. When I was playing, but it wasn't, bro. It was hard because you got to leave your family,
Hmm.
and I think the biggest thing I was disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And they built a lot of consistency over there because they practice so much, and that's
Hmm.
where I think the biggest thing, man. You got to be disciplined. You got to be consistent, and you got to have a goal of what you want to do. Like because playing overseas and playing in the U.S. it's different.
Hmm.
You can be a superstar over here, but
Yes, sir.
they got some superstars over there on their team, and some places if you outshine their superstars, you won't be there long.
For sure.
You know, no, seriously, man, no,
For
that's not
sure.
some places like you got to roll, you got to play your role well.
Hmm.
Some
Hmm.
people roll you like Pat Beverly. He was a scorer,
Hmm.
a dominant scorer, and then he had to change to okay, whatever fit in the NBA defensively.
Hmm.
So that's the same thing, man. You got to find your niche, man. If you find your niche, you
And be
better
a
stick
star of
with it.
your role. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you got to
Uh,
be
so
a
so transitioning into coaching, how hard was it letting the player go so that you can become a coach?
oh man. Oh God, man. That's the hard part. I know my former athletes feel this one, man. Man, it's tough. It is hard, bro. It's hard to separate it because as a player. you know you played a certain way, you
Hmm.
held the game to a certain standard, and when you see others not appreciate the game the way it
Hmm.
should be, you know what I'm saying, or respect it, because one thing my college coach, he told me this. I'm not, actually, I shouldn't have to coach your effort, and you got all the energy in the world, so we know what's coming. You know,
Hmm.
so energy and effort, things you can control, man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. So what made you want to transition from playing professionally into coaching at the high school level? Because I'm sure you want to probably go coach college first, but what made you go to the high school level?
Man, I was at the Bow Bash.
Mm.
I was at the Bow Bash and just sitting there watching the environment, and the athletic director there now, Rosefield.
Hmm.
I know him from uh, Carolina. Me and him were
Hmm.
at Carolina, and they had Coach Stoneman there at the time.
Hmm.
And bro, it just, I don't know, man. Something just, it hit me in that environment, man. Like, bro, this is it.
Yeah,
You
this is what I
feel
got
me?
to
Like,
do. Yeah.
I can do this. I can do this right here, man. Because
Yes, sir.
it was live, man. It was college coaches lined up everywhere, and I'm like, I can be in one of these seats. I can be over there. You feel me? So, so yeah, man. Hey, I just got that bug, man, and went and talked to Rosefield and
Mhm.
Stoneman, and I got the head JV job at Ridgeview, and then the assistant varsity spot. And shit, we won a championship that year, bro. Like,
Mhm. For
and
sure.
and it was like, all right,
Yeah.
I could do this, bro. You know.
As a high school coach, how do you approach developing players differently than you did when you were a player? Like how do you what is your approach as far as developing players?
Nothing different, bro. I don't. I'm not the flashy guy. I don't do all the extra dribbling and all that stuff. The game has always been basic and simple.
Hmm.
One, two dribble pull ups, jab steps, get to where we supposed to go.
Hmm.
Walk, rinse, and repeat.
Hmm.
You know, and we do
I
it at a high level, man.
for sure I've watched some kids that started with another coach and then come to you and then their game go to another level like a kid like a Levi Ball. Levi Ball, when I had him on here, he said you was the best thing that ever happened to his development. You got kids like Hunter McGraw who will say the same thing.
That's my dude.
Coach Powell is one of the best things that happened to my development. Tristan Thompson. You got guys like that who will say Coach Powell was one of the best things that happened to my development. Um, so what were some of the things that you told them going in to help their growth and their development?
Man, my thing is with them, all of them, all my kids, really,
Hmm.
not just those guys. I really pour into them, man. It's bigger than basketball, you know.
Hmm.
And I think they listen to me because, for one, they still can't beat me 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? So, and and two, man, they trusted the work. You know, they
Hmm.
trusted everything I was telling them, and they know, as a guy that went to the next level, played at the level that they want to go play at. Those kids. I talked about the respect. Those kids
Hmm.
respect. They respect the game. The
Hmm.
process, and they put in the hours.
For sure.
It was early mornings with those guys. It was after practice, before practice. It was, man, it was a lot of work, man, and a lot of conversation, a lot of tough conversations,
Hmm.
about being real with who you are and what you want to be.
Hmm.
And they tapped into that side that a lot of other kids don't want to tap into,
Hmm.
you know.
So we can. My next question was, what's the biggest mistake you see a lot of young kids, young hoopers making today? But I'm gonna take it to another level. What's a lot of mistakes that you see a lot of young coaches doing today?
Mm, as far as like, you mean like coaching wise, or
Yeah,
just like all around game?
all of that development, coaching,
Mm,
everything.
man, I think uh, young coaches.
What we'll do, we'll start with
Yeah,
what you see. What
that's a tough question, right?
for sure,
Because
for sure.
as a young coach, you make a lot of mistakes. You know,
Hmm.
every game, and as an older coach as well, you make a lot of mistakes, but
Hmm.
they're smaller mistakes. You know,
Hmm.
I think well, I know some young coaches. You know, I won't say who they are, but I think they should, you know, focus more on player development.
For sure.
I think they should do that a lot more because some of they're trying the things they're trying to do
Hmm.
doesn't match the level of, you know,
The players they
you know
have.
what I'm saying?
For sure, for
But
sure.
I, but it is, you know, it's a thin line, man, with that, man.
Gotcha. So,
Yeah,
what's some mistakes you see some of the younger hoopers doing? As you see some of that grassroots basketball right now.
man, they over dribble. A lot of these kids, really, man. I just want to. Basketball is passing, catch. Like,
Keep the
like you
main
gotta be
thing
able
the
to
main
pass.
thing.
You gotta be able to dribble. You gotta be able to
Hmm.
shoot.
Hmm.
These kids think they can shoot, and they're big on FGAs. That's my coach say. Y'all big on FGAs around here, man. Not a lot of FGMs, man.
Yeah.
So they like to take a lot of shots, but not make a lot of shots. And I think
Hmm.
they don't really understand what it's going to take for them to go to the next level, because every day is a rep. You got to repeat the same thing every day, and the coach got to believe he got to count on you because his job on the line as well.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So
Yes,
I don't
sir.
think they understand the amount of hours you really got to put in to be one of those ones.
Hmm. Hmm. So, when you evaluating talent, like, what's the main thing you look for, like in a kid, like on and off the court?
Mm, I would say first and foremost is be a good person. You got to be a good person. You know, um, and then the basketball will come second. You know what I mean? But evaluating these kids, like I just said, bro, can he pass the ball? Can he catch? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of kids that like on the high school level. I know tons of kids. I work with tons of kids.
Hmm.
They can't dribble with their left hand, bro.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
seniors. You're a senior in high school talking about you want to go to college, but you still can't dribble with your non-dominant hand.
Hmm.
It is mind-boggling to me that you think you're going to be successful on that other level, and they're not going to be like, all right, this dude can't do this, this, and this. No, that's their job to make sure you can.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. So, in your opinion, what's wrong with grassroots basketball these days? And every coach I've asked that, they said parents.
ah, man, there it is, bro. Like it is. That's a lot of parents, and I understand it, man. Everybody thinks their kid's going to be the next one, and I understand that.
Hmm.
But everybody can't be the one. You know,
Yeah.
it's and then I think they want to skip the line, and a lot of people want to skip the process, bro. It's a process, man, and it's not an overnight process. It's not next summer. It might not be
Hmm.
the next summer. You know what I'm saying? But they're not willing to, get out of the way of that process and let that kid grow. It's called
Um,
grassroots for a reason, man. Like let them
for,
grow. You
for
know,
sure, for sure. So last couple before I get you up out of here, being a South Carolina legend, what impact do you want to leave on the next generation?
man.
We leave it up to you. The whole state will be full of dogs.
Yeah, man. It'll be flooded. We be flooded. Because man, it's only one way. You know, you gotta
Yes,
be a
sir.
dog, man. You gotta be a dog, and it's not just in basketball. We talking about in life
Hmm.
because you stuff gonna happen. You feel me?
Hmm.
Gas prices going up, bro. Like you got to go out
For
here and
sure.
grind. You got to get paid, man. Like what you gonna do? You
Yes,
gotta,
sir.
oh, you gotta be a dog at all costs, man. Especially on the basketball court.
Yes,
That's
sir.
There's no exceptions. I don't do that cool stuff. I always tell my kids, cool to get you killed.
Hmm.
I always know who was the coolest person on the basketball court when I stepped on there, and I was gonna kill you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go pick on this cool guy.
I'm gonna pick on this cool dude over here, man.
So I got a couple of quick hitters before you get up out of here. First one, if you could have any game back as a coach, what game would that be, and what would you have done different? I think I got the answer to that one, but what game would that be?
Oh man, one game. Probably the. I know which game you think it is, but no, it's the one. It's the one before that.
Okay.
Hartsville round three against Hartsville when we
Uh,
they came they got us that year we were supposed to go and get at Irmo.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. What
yeah.
would you have done different?
I think I would have. We wouldn't have stayed in the defense that long. We stayed in a press way too long, I believe, and they were killing us. And we switched to a 1-3-1, I want to say.
Yes, sir.
And the kid hit another shot, and it was the best game of his life. No,
Yeah.
no, respect to the kid, but golly, man, he ain't shot the ball like that since, bro.
And that was the thing. That wasn't even the game I was thinking about. I was thinking about that North Augusta game at North Augusta. But I don't know if it was much more you could have did in that game.
We won that game.
Oh, for sure.
Like that game, we won that game. Everybody knows we won that game. Like I can say it now, but like you talking about point 0.4 seconds on the clock. They put back on the clock.
Hmm.
Wow, the horn went off. Our kids celebrated,
Hmm.
and
I was there. I
yeah,
seen it all.
our kids. We won the game.
Yes,
Game
sir.
over. Game over. Levi got the ball. Kids pushing on him, doing all this stuff. Fans coming out the stands. Student section coming out. They say our kids was running on the court. We celebrate.
Yes, sir.
That's what you do after you win. You
Yes,
celebrate.
sir. Yes, sir.
We was going to the state championship. I mean, the lower state to do what we had to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Next question. If you could, from your time at Wilson to Gray, if you could put together, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I put runs together with some it's invite only runs. If you could put together a five, or I'll give you seven with the kids you have coached from Wilson to Gray, who would be your five
Whoa,
or a seven?
7. Give me
Mhm.
7. Give me 7.
I give
Seven.
I give you seven.
First and foremost, Zonde Butler,
Hmm.
Damori Litch,
Okay.
Levi Ball,
Hmm.
Tristan.
Oh, for sure.
Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Tristan.
For sure.
Uh, Javon Brown.
Okay.
He's the best shooter I ever seen. Like
Then I'm talking about
that
you
boy
ain't got to
got the
put
ring.
him
Hey, Javon Brown got me the ring, brother.
for real. I'm talking about put the ball in the hole, boy.
Javon, he's at Francis Marion. He got the record
Yep.
at Francis Marion right now. I still know he had what he ran off 10.
Yep.
Gee, that's five. Of course, Josh Leonard.
Hmm.
Six. Ooh, who last? Great. Hmm. Them boys at Wilson tough, man.
Nah, you had some teams at Wilson.
Them
That
boys
was
at Wilson.
crazy.
I'm leaving somebody out at Wilson. I can't even leave out. And he was ice cold. And I don't want to leave LJ out.
LJ Britt was one of those
LJ
ones.
Britt. LJ Britt was tough, bro.
Nah, he was one of those ones for sure.
Boy, I had big fella, Narelle Burgess, man.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. God.
Hey man, Wilson, you were supposed to run you off a couple of state championships in a row with them two. He was supposed to
Man,
run you off.
I don't want to talk about it, man. I do.
um,
Man, we blew a few, but
yeah,
yeah,
it's part of the game, coach. You know
yeah,
how it goes. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose.
it's all good.
No,
We
you,
live when we learn, man.
yes sir, yes sir. Last two. Um, what's one word you would give a basketball player to live by?
Stay disciplined. Well, that's two words.
Discipline.
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 Discipline. Yeah. That's
Discipline.
something.
I put that. I'm sorry. I put that on my status the other day. Some days you don't feel motivated. Those days you don't feel motivated. Discipline kick in.
Hmm. Hmm.
Stay disciplined.
I, I know it's. I'm gonna add in a bonus question. I know you probably can't tell us, but what's your next move?
I don't know yet, brother.
Man, I know everybody. Man, come on. I know the door kicking down, man.
Oh
I
man,
know.
I would. Hey, bro, I would think so, bro. But man, it's weird right now, man.
South Carolina is only so like it's not it's a lot of good coaches, but it's not a lot of great coaches. So any jobs out there that's worth having, you got your guy right here. Um, last question. Who would you like to see on the pod next? I was supposed to have Hunter on. They got dynamic had a
How about that?
practice
Yeah,
today.
yeah, they got
Yeah.
practice. Hmm.
But who would you like to see on? Probably one of your past Wilson kids. You got to help me get them though.
Um, that would be cool. Uh, yeah, I would say Javon or Zonde, one of them.
Okay,
That would be
okay,
dope. That would be dope for them to relive a moment. That'd
for
be dope.
sure.
That'd be dope.
For sure. You can help me with that. That'll be love, coach. But yeah, like I said, I do the runs. I do the invite only runs. I like to do a collab run with you and the PD. Invite only guys.
Yeah,
Dog work slash playbook, and we can get it going. So
for
we'll
sure,
talk
man.
more on it, man. And coach, like I said, I appreciate you, man. Big fan of your work. I got to get Kobe in the gym with you before he go to college.
For sure, man. Most definitely, man. Appreciate you,
Yes,
bro. That's
sir.
my
I
brother.
appreciate you, coach. You have a good night, man.
All right, man. We'll talk.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.